Hi everyone. Happy hump day. Happy Wednesday, guys. Thank you so much for watching me. I am Valery Molone, leadership coach and motivational speaker. Thank you so much for joining me in my live video. We do this almost every day. I used to do it every Wednesday, but unfortunately, life happened, things happen. Sometimes we get caught up doing other stuff. I don't get to be on every Wednesday, but I try my best to get and jump in and go live as much as possible. So if you don't see me, it's because if I change the time or anything, it's because I'm very, very busy and I try to do my best to come on as much as possible. But let's get to today's topic. And as you guys know, for those of you who are new here with me, please put one so I know that you're new. And for those of you who are been following me and know who I am, please put two so I know how many of you are here new. And if this video is helping you or anybody in your family or your friends, please do share so that way we can get more response and we can help more people. In today's topic, I'm going to talk to you guys about how to overcome procrastination. And nobody can talk about this more than I do because I am notorious for that. I procrastinate almost everything that I can. As a human, if I have to do nothing and just sit down and watch TV all day long and eat ice cream, that would be my perfect life. But unfortunately, life doesn't work that way. Reality is not like that. We have to do things in our life. So, a lot of people and a lot of you are sending me email and asking me question how to overcome procrastination. And I got to tell you guys are asking the right person. So I'm going to give you guys 3 tips that you can overcome procrastination. Now, if you do have any question, please send me your question, write your questions below. Leave your comments below. I will promise you I'll read all your questions and comments after I'm done with this. I do not want to answer any question right now because I don't want to get distracted and it's not my style to do that. But hello everybody and I see you guys, you're there. Let's get to the topic. I want to add value to your life. I want to give you things that you can actually use in your life to better your life. Okay? So I don't want to waste time on answering one question. I want to get to the question that a lot of people ask me already, and I have they send me email and ask me that how to overcome procrastination and get up and actually do something. So here's tip number 1 that a lot of people procrastinate. Why? You're in your head. Now let me tell you what that means. Okay? We don't pay attention to it. We all do it. We don't pay attention to it. I call it the daydreamer. What happened is that we have a lot of information in our head, right? I always say we all know what's good for us. We all know that. I don't have to sit here and tell you that you have to exercise. It's good for your health. You have to educate yourself. You have to grow. You have to meditate. You have to do it because we do all know. Some of us don't do because we procrastinate. And why do we procrastinate? We procrastinate because you have all these ideas in your head. You want it to look good. You want to make money. You want to have a good career. You want to be in a better relationship. You want to have a nice friends, supporting family. We all do. We all do. You're not the only one. I'm not the only one. The whole world wants this. We want peace in the world. We want everybody to be nice to each other. All of that stuff. The problem is, it sounds so much easier in your head than it is actually taking action and make that a reality. So the more you think about these stuff and you have all these ideas in your head that I want to do this, and majority of the time we put all together because we look at all aspects of our lives. So we wanted to, from the career to the relationship to the health to the money, finance and all of that, it gets so much. It's in your head. It sounds so good. You think about it too much. The thing is that when you do that, it takes a lot of energy from your body. So it's very important to break it down, guys. Break it down. If you wanted to do something, don't think about all your life in one shot. Try to break it down. If you want to lose weight, write it down and say to yourself, this is what I want to do. Get rid of, clear your head of other stuff. Do one thing at a time because you will get overwhelmed. It sounds good in your head, but physically you cannot do it because there's so many ideas in your head. There's so much stuff going on and you can't do them all. And if you really want to do it, it's humanly impossible because we get overwhelmed. And that's when you procrastinate. So it's very important to break it down. If you want to better your relationship, take time and do that first. If you want to lose weight and if you want to start a habit of eating healthy, break it down and say, okay, let me do this first. If you want to quit smoking, if you want to quit drinking, if you wanted to make more money, and if you wanted to get a good career, if you want to change a job, if you want to get into a relationship, if you want to get out of a relationship, break it down, guys. One by one. Implement one in your life, take an action on one, see a result on one, and then you'll be motivated to go ahead and do the next one. That's how procrastination gets developed in our body, because we overwhelm ourselves. We have so many ideas, we wanted to do them all together, and mentally you get exhausted. So, how do we do this? The way I look at it, and the way that you guys already know me, that is very important to meditate, guys. I've been talking about meditation almost in every video, every live video, and my YouTube videos, and my blogs, and my podcast, everywhere. Get up in the morning or before you go to bed. Take some time for yourself. Turn off all the electronic stuff around you. Disassociate yourself from the world and spend some time with your thoughts. When you do that, you'll be amazed how creative you become, how you will organize your thoughts together, and you say to yourself, okay, this thought coming in my head over and over and over again, so let me do this first. Because we can't do it all together. So for me, for example, I'm going to give you guys an example of my own life so that way you can understand. For the longest time, I got diagnosed with celiac, and for those of you who know what it is, that's good. For those of you who don't know, it's very hard on the stomach and digestion, so I can't really eat a lot of foods that have a gluten in it. For me to change from a regular eating to go to eating things that doesn't have gluten in it, it was really hard. And at the same time, I was pursuing my career. At the same time, I wanted to lose weight. At the same time, and I got very, very overwhelmed. But I sat down and I thought about it, and I said to myself, you know what? I'm going to create a habit to eat healthy. Well, not so much healthy, but not eating food that has a gluten in it. And it took me a while, guys. I was still working. And I said that, okay, I'm still working, I'm still doing other stuff. But my main focus was on, okay, get to the habit of eating things that doesn't have as much gluten, so that way I can get used to it. And it took me a little while, but I did it one thing at a time. Once I accomplished that, once I was like, okay, after 2-3 weeks that I'm eating something that doesn't have a lot of gluten, and by the way, that tastes horrible, I got used to it. Then I came up with the next project. Then I wanted to lose weight, or whatever the case may be. And whatever that thing is for you, then I worked on that. So don't be in your head too much when you do something, because that will create a procrastination. You get overwhelmed. When you get overwhelmed, what do? You just do nothing. You'd rather do nothing than to do one thing. Okay? So instead of saying that I want to go to the gym 7 days a week, start with 2. Because when you do that too, then it'll become easier to do 7 days a week. I've seen people not going to the gym because they say that, well, you know what? I don't have time to go a whole week and I have 2 days to go, but I'd rather not. I'll start next week. And that's what procrastination comes in, because you're in your head. So rule number 1, try to come out of your head. Get out of your head. Start your meditating, start meditation, and get up in the morning and organize your thoughts and find out what project is first, what you need to get done first in your life, and start with that. So you don't have to get overwhelmed, and I guarantee you your procrastination will slowly go. That's tip number 1, okay? Tip number 2. I wrote it down over here, guys, so I have to look at it. And this one, I'm not the first one. I'm not the creator of this. I'm not going to take credit for this. And I know that you heard this everywhere. Everybody talking about this, that you have to know your why. Why you're doing something. Why you want to make more money. Why you want to be in a relationship. Why you want to get out of a relationship. Why do you want to exercise? Why you want to become healthy. I don't know. Whatever that why you have to make it strong enough to pull you and not make you procrastinate and not do it. That's what really matters. And at first when I heard that, I was like, well, I know why I'm doing it. I want to do exercise to lose weight. But that's not good enough. Why? Because we all know that, especially if it's general, you will not do it, because then it will become like, okay, I know I'm supposed to eat healthy, but why are you supposed to eat healthy? See, me, like my story, I knew I was supposed to eat healthy, but I didn't do it till I actually got diagnosed of a celiac, and now I really can't physically do it even if I want to. And that's when I stopped. Don't wait till then. So have enough strong why to pull you out every time. Why do you want to physically be independent? Think about that. Not only because you want to be healthy, because think about it, when I get old, I want to depend on anybody. I want to depend on my kids. I don't want to depend on nurse. I don't want to depend on this. That's why I want to physically be independent. That's your why. Okay? Emotionally, why do I want to be emotionally independent? Because I don't want to be materialistic. I don't want somebody to tell me that I'm beautiful in order for me to feel good about myself. Or I don't want to go on social media and see how many people like me or how many people follow me in order for me to feel special. So make your why strong. The stronger is your why, the less procrastination you will have. And that is very important. If you don't know your why, sit down, take time. Again, if you want to meditate, good. If not, take some time every single day, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and write it down. Why do I want to start doing exercise? Why do I want to change my career? Why do I want to get married? Why do I want to be in a relationship? Why do I want to get out of a relationship? Why do I want to build up a good relationship with my family? Why do I want to avoid my family? Whatever you're doing that is giving you a hard time, that you have a hard time passing and procrastinating it, you got to sit down and write it down. Because that will help you so much that every time when you sit down, and you don't feel like doing it, then you remember your why. And better yet, write it down and put it everywhere. Put it in your office, put it on your fridge, put it on your bathroom door, put it on your bathroom window, whatever you're going to remind yourself why you're doing this in the first place. And that's a huge, huge, huge help. Believe it or not, I do this all the time. Every time I come up with a new project, I say to myself, so why am I doing this? And I don't go by just simply mediocre why. Okay, I literally go deep into it. I really want it to mean something to me. And I remind myself of days of that. What if I don't feel like to do that day? What do I do? What is my why? Think of it this way. When you write your why down, don't write it down on the days that you actually want to do it. What if I procrastinate? What if there was going to be a day that I don't want to do this? Write a little note to yourself. Remind yourself this is why you're doing it. So that's how you will get rid of procrastination if you're procrastinating like myself. That's tip number 2, okay? I use this all the time, and I guarantee you guys it will work. Okay, tip number 3. I can't even remember what I wrote. This is my favorite one, guys. And I know you're probably not going to see the connection between procrastination and this, but it is important and it works. Sometimes simple things works, guys. Reward yourself for the things that you accomplish. It's very, very, very important to reward yourself. So when you decide to do something in your life, and when you know that you're a person that always procrastinate and don't want to do it or don't feel like to do it, when you get it done, it is very important to reward yourself. And to whatever that is. Some people are shopaholic, go buy yourself something. Some people find food as a comfort, eat your favorite food. Some people try to cut down on watching too much TV, watch your favorite show. Whatever that reward is to make you feel good about yourself, do that once a week. And do it when you get that task done. And that's how your procrastination will go away, because that feeling of getting the job done, that feeling of, oh my God, I did not procrastinate. I actually did that. I actually ate salad instead of burger today is amazing. The more you do it, the more it will become your habit. And once it becomes your habit, then it will become easier, then you will not procrastinate. So this is how I avoid procrastination. This is how I overcome of my procrastination. Until this day, guys, I do, and I'm a coach, and I teach this to people, believe it or not. There's days that I get up and I don't feel like doing it. I'm like, I don't feel like working out, or I don't feel like eating the salad. I want to have a slice of pizza, or I don't want to go to this birthday, or I don't want to go to this party, or I don't want to pick up the phone and call this person. Whatever that may be, I procrastinate. But I look back, and I say to myself, am I in my head? Do I have too much stuff in my list, in my head? Am I daydreaming, but I'm not taking any action? Do I have enough why? Why should I do it? And more importantly, when I do it, what do I get? And I'm like a little kid. I get excited about the reward. And whatever works for you guys. Because that will take, once you do it for a week or 2, and for those of you who know me, I always talk about, it takes about 2 weeks to change something. Whatever that is, give yourself a 2 weeks. And after 2 weeks, you become familiar with it. Once you become familiar with it, and then after a month, it'll become easier and pretty good chance you will stick with it and you will do it. So this is how I avoid procrastination. And I hope you guys will apply these 3 logic that I give you guys. And it's very simple. My logics are always my strategies are very simple. I'm not going to give you something that you have to apply in your life and put it on a do list and something else to do. Because, life is hard already. Life is busy and hard already. You don't want anything else on it. So that's what I do. I always say, are you dreaming this? Do you have a lot of stuff in your head and you just keep talking about it, or you actually take an action doing it? And then why am I doing it? I have to get up, look at my why. Sometime I put it on my mirror in the morning. When I get up, I look at it. Sometimes I go to bed, put it in the bathroom. Sometimes I put it on my fridge, depending on where I go first in the morning. I look at that, and then I reward myself once a week or once a month or whatever that is. However long that task will take. That's how I do it. So guys, this is my tips. I hope it will help you guys. I would love to hear from you guys if you're applying this in your life and if it's helping you. Write me message. I want to know. I want to know if it's helping you or not, if you tried it or not, and so I can give you other tips as well. Obviously, I can take all day and talk about the procrastination a lot, but I do want to hear from you guys. So send me your questions, send me your comments. Love to hear from you. And like I said, if this video helping you or anybody else, be sure to share. And also we have other social media. I write a blog, I make YouTube videos, I have a podcast for those of you who don't want to see videos. You guys can go to my other social media and I talk about almost every topic you can think about. And the way I chose my topic is that I hear from you guys. People sending me their question, people ask me question, and I try to make videos about those so all of us can hear it and all can learn from one another. Okay? I thank you so much guys for watching me. I promise I'll look at your comments and questions after I'm done with this. And I'm not going to promise you I'm going to be on next week. I'll do my best. But if I'm not, we're changing our days. I will jump on live whenever I have time. That's the bad news. The good news is that I will do my best to do it at least once a week. All right? Thank you so much. Till next time, have a great day.